Connor, what's up, man?
Hey Sean, how you doing?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Just had some properties here that I stumbled upon, and I also just had some realtors just text me that every one of them was interested in seller finance. So, um, some of them obviously need a lot of work, but I mean, different requirements. Just whether or not like they want like 10% down, and I'm like, this is the most we can give, or like there's a different seller that wants a quick turnaround. So I feel like for each property there's just like something that I have to like specifically kind of work towards their criteria. But just wanted to see like if my numbers are kind of in the ballpark or not, because I mean, when submitting regular offers, it's like, you know sometimes they won't even accept seller finance, so it's like, oh well. But I know all of these properties will, so I want to get it as close to the best offer I can, essentially.
Okay, fair enough. So I guess go down the line.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send you this address just because I want you to see like kind of how much work needs to be done, and maybe that has an effect on the entry fee, like total. Can I just send it to you via Discord?
Sure.
All right. So for this one, I had 210 purchase price. I think
Okay.
it's listed for like 209. Um, and then I had 185 seller finance, 25,000 down,
Okay.
and then
Wait. Hold on. Sorry, I was looking at the address. So you have a
yeah,
hundred
no worries.
$185,000 purchase price?
Yeah, no, 210 purchase price,
210. Okay,
185 seller finance,
gotcha.
and then 25,000 down, and then the rent was 2293,
Okay.
and taxes and insurance. Taxes is 3,022.
Okay.
Insurance is 882. The
All right.
payment I gave them was 12,
Okay.
and then with a 5,000 assignment fee, just because I felt like the interior needed a lot of work. So to bring that entry fee down, I felt like that was just the best way I could do it. Um, I mean, the interior's terrible, but the exterior's fine.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So what was your question about this deal?
Yeah, so just like the interior, I mean, I don't know how much you think that's going to be around. I'd sent you the address, so just was curious. I mean, the photos are public, so just
Let's
wanted to.
take, let me see here. Oh, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna need. I mean, it's brick. Brick houses are good. It's definitely gonna need flooring. It's gonna need paint.
Absolutely.
Um, looks like at least one door, blinds, windows look decent. Painting in the ceiling. It's not that bad. The only thing is I can't see the kitchen or the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find some pictures somewhere else. Nope, not there. One more. Uh-uh. Okay. I mean, it's hard when I can't see the kitchen and the
Sure.
bathroom
Sure.
because a kitchen could be 10 grand, a bathroom could be five. That's
Right.
$15,000. That's a lot.
Yep.
So, what is the square footage of this thing? It is, oh, it's only 1,078. Okay, so we can assume that it needs flooring. It's going to be about 5,500 if they do LVP. They could just refinish what's there, but we'll go for the expensive. So 5,500 for the floor. Call it 3,000 for the interior painting. That's eight. We can assume the bathroom. We'll just split the diff. Bathroom's going to need two. Kitchen will need two, maybe three. That's 13. All right. So if I were to add 13,000, I'll do 15 just for cover it. And it may not need that much, but that would be a total of 22%, almost 23% all in. Are they willing to take these terms?
So here's the problem with this property. There's two really big red flags.
Okay.
The realtor commission's 5%.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, it can be 5% all at once, but we're not covering 5%.
That's what I'm. It's just like I don't even know. I've never heard of that before. I thought it was only like between 2 and 3, but and then they want as close to 10% down as possible. Obviously, I told them like, look.
Well, you gave them more than 10%.
Did I?
Yeah. Because 10% would be $10,500. You gave them
Oh, that's
25,000.
Right. Okay. And then they were like between 3 to 5 year balloon, and I was like, we're gonna have to go like probably 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, the
That-
5% commission is just brutal.
Yeah, the 5% with it needing work. Hold on. Are they expecting us to pay that? Because that's $10,000.
I really
Like,
have no idea. I mean, he just told me because I just wanted to know, like, just to make sure I could like put it into the calculator just to see like where the numbers were. But he
what's
just
it
told me
listed
that's their
for?
agreement with the seller.
What's it listed for?
I believe it's 209.
Okay.
Let
All right. So you
me
got it for listing
confirm.
price. No, it is. It is. It's listed for 210.
Yeah.
Let me see. Carport, additional unit potential. That's good. Co-living. Okay. Brick. I mean, I say give it to them. But they're not getting everything. This is where the negotiating comes in. So, I mean, 10% down, that's 21,000. You're giving them 25. That's fine. But I don't think we should give them $1,200 a month. I think we should be at 1,000. And then
Got it.
if they want a 3-year balloon, we'll give. So that's the trade-off. Look, we're going to give you $25,000 down. We're not covering your real estate agent's commission at all. If push comes to shove, we'll cover like $3,000. We'll cover 3. That's fine. We should cover 2. Yeah, we'll cover 1%. That's $2,100. We'll cover that because we're already giving them. Put it this way: it's either they get $20,000 and we'll cover 5,000, or they can get the 25,000 and we'll cover 2,000. That's it. It's not going to be both.
Got it. So how would I word that in the offer, like that I send to the realtor, or like would I kind of just work with the seller at that point after they agreed to the initial terms?
Well, who have you been dealing with this whole time?
The realtor.
Then yeah, you want to continue dealing with the real estate agent.
But
You
I just
don't.
meant to like disclose like the terms, like, hey, like we're not really paying you like the commission out of like the deal.
I mean,
Like,
it'll be on the contract. If they
Got
bring
it.
it up, great. But if they don't bring it up, it'll be very clearly stated in the contract.
Okay.
So let them know if they want $25,000 down, which is more than 10. You know what? Fuck that. Just give them the 10% that they have. They said they want as close to 10% as possible, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then this would be 189. Okay, so yeah, we'll give them the 10% down. They can have that. That's 21,000. We'll cover 2,100 of the realtor commission, and they can have $1,000 a month with a 3-year balloon. That works. So they're actually getting 2 things. We're taking 1, or I guess they're getting 2. We're taking 2.
But
They
do you
wanted
think, real quick, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
That's
I
all
have
right.
all this down. Do you really think though that an investor will go for a 3-year balloon on like a property that's just kind of like that needs a lot of repairs, or is that really
That's their call. That's the
okay?
buyer's call. So because Here's the other thing. You need to get pictures of the kitchens and the bathrooms. Like we need
Okay.
pictures of the rest of the property. Period. Like it is what it is. So once I see that, I'll be able to give you a better answer to that question. But right now I'm literally shooting from the hip on the rest of the house rehab because I can't see it.
So do you think I should submit the offer before the kitchen and the bathroom photos or no?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
make it contingent on the photos. Say, hey, here, because you're only submitting an offer. You're not signing anything yet.
Sure.
So you give them the offer. If they like it, you say, okay, great. I need pictures of the rest of the house. As soon as I get the photos of the rest of the house, I'll sign this agreement and we can move forward. That's the trade-off. So get it under contract immediately.
Got it. And then the realtor commission at 2,100,
Well,
is that
yeah,
1%?
that's 1%.
Okay. Awesome. All right. That's fair enough. Fair enough. And then for the second property I have here, this one is ready to go, like turnkey, but the seller wants a quick turnaround. She just wants to get it off her books. So she really wants to not have a long inspection period. That was like the realtor's main thing.
It's going to be 14 business days, 10 at the minimum.
Okay.
We're not going any lower than that. That puts us in a bad spot. And if they have an issue with that, you just tell them, hey, I'm moving this to my investors. And yes, my investors are hungry for properties, but they have a lot of people sending them properties. So it takes them a while to get through everything for them to figure out if they want to move forward and take this down. So we can either do it right the first time and give us the time that we need, or you're just going to be wasting your time by giving us some arbitrary date and deadline.
Okay. I just want to make sure these numbers would make sense for the property. I mean, obviously, like I'll send you a photo of the property or the link. It's turnkey, like ready to go. But I have a purchase price of 280, 255 seller finance, 25,000 down, 2240 for the rent,
Okay.
and then taxes I have 2176, insurance 1176, and then monthly payment 1100. And then I'll show you just the link to the property. I mean, everything looks really good.
No, I mean, I trust your judgment. If it's turnkey, it's turnkey.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing the realtor said was that there was like potential leakage in the basement, but I think that
Oh,
was
that's an
handled.
issue.
That I heard that was handled though. So
Yeah,
I
we're gonna need confirmation of that. That's actually a big deal.
yeah, that's what I heard. And like I was just thinking
But
in my
what?
head, I'm like, I don't know how much this repair would be, but she said that it was taken care of. But I can get like obviously more confirmation on
Yeah,
that
we need to
tomorrow.
know. Like, what does that mean? It was taken
I
care
know.
of. Does that mean it was fixed? Because if it was
Yes.
fixed, cool. Give me show me a receipt.
Right.
Show me what was
100%.
done. But yeah, the property itself looks. This is fire.
Yeah.
This is completely flipped. That's a new fridge. That's a new dishwashers,
So
fixtures,
that was the
fan, paint
only like
job.
issue was that
Yeah, we can do 10 days minimum.
okay.
And did they already agree to these terms?
No.
Okay, so yeah, we obviously need to get the terms dialed in. Did they give us any stipulations on a balloon?
No. Not at all.
And did you already send them this offer?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I would do $1,000 a month.
Okay.
The rest of it's fine. Well, put it this way. Put it this way. $1,000 a month is where I would start to dig my heels in. I mean, you can offer them 800 and let them talk you up to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
But your max, that's your max. I would stop right around $1,000.
And then what do you think for the balloon? Do I have to do like 7 here?
No, you could probably get away with 5. But call it 5. Call it 5 to 7. Because the house is flipped. It's in really, really good shape. If there's really some pushbacks, you might be able to go down to 3. But if you can get it from 5 to 7, I think you're gold.
Got it. Awesome. All right, that property I will confirm on the leakage. That was just like one of my main concerns, but obviously I guess she just put it out there, because I said, is there anything I should know that's not in the description? So she just told me that. Um, and then third property, I'll send you the address here. There's a little bit of, it's kind of like the first property where the interior needs a lot of work, but and the rent's kind of low, unfortunately, but obviously, like, I still think it's viable. So I have 160 purchase price,
Okay.
145,000 seller finance,
Okay.
15,000 down payment,
All right.
1433 rent,
Okay.
3172 taxes,
All right.
672 insurance, and then $500 monthly payment.
Okay. What's your question?
Yeah, so it's like the first property. I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Do you think, I mean, for this one, I have my commission at 10,000, but do you think I should take it down just because of the entry fee? I mean,
Well, we're going to push it out for, I mean, I'm assuming you're pushing it through us. And if we're going to push it out, we're going to push it out for a $15,000 assignment anyway, and just get as much of that as we can.
but I'm saying, like, if I sent you the link to I sent you the address, and there's clearly a lot of work that needs to be done in the inside.
All
So
right.
that's why I'm just kind of concerned, the entry fee.
Uh, honestly, what do you mean by a lot of work?
I mean, it's just like kind
I
of
mean, because
outdated.
it's dated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rental. I know how that sounds, but as a rental, this is just about ready to rent.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, this is just about ready to rent. Yes, it is dated. They may not get top rent, but they'll be able to rent this out fairly easily
Sweet.
in its current condition. And if they choose to, all they'd really have to do is update the countertops, update the vanity in the bathroom. That tile is ugly. They can update the vanity in the medicine cabinet, and then update maybe the flooring in the kitchen and the countertop because it's an ugly blue color. It doesn't match anything else. That's pretty much it. But other than that, no one's probably going to do that. Put it that way.
Right. And then, so do you think the numbers would
Yeah,
be
these numbers are
satisfied?
fine.
Okay. And then do you think like a 3-year balloon here, since it's like under 200?
Let's see. What are we at? Oh yeah, you can do a 3-year one. That's fine. I mean, push for 5, but you can do 3, and you can always do an appraisal clause too. There's nothing wrong with throwing that in there. Hell, you can do a 3-5 appraisal clause.
And then how would I put that actually in the contract? Like, do I just write that in the extra terms, like, section,
Right? What?
the appraisal clause?
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't
Okay.
specifically, like, word for word.
So an appraisal clause basically means it's an extension of the balloon. So we can do a 5-year balloon with a 3-year appraisal clause. So that means our buyer owes you the money in 5 years, as long as when they do the appraisal, it comes up a certain percentage of equity so that they can refinance and pay you out. If the appraisal doesn't come back to what they need it to be, then we extend it for a year, and we can do that all the way for 3 years. And then on third year, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is the buyer has to pay. So essentially, the seller you can get your money in 5 years as long as the property appraises for what it needs to. If it doesn't, you got to wait a year, maybe another year, and then the final year. So, I mean, shit, you can do a 2-year balloon with a 5-year appraisal clause. All that means is that once the property appraises for what it needs to appraise for, then the balloon kicks in. If it doesn't, then it's pushed back a year.
I'm just writing this down. I appreciate it.
No worries.
So the balloon kicks in after the appraisal.
What happens is when the balloon comes due, the buyer, the investor, will get an appraisal. And let's say the house needs to appraise for $300,000 in order to get that certain equity that's in the contract. If the house doesn't appraise for $300,000, then the balloon is pushed back a year.
Got it.
And we can do that up to a certain amount of years, whatever we specify. 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, 20 years, whatever.
Awesome.
What you don't do is you don't leave it open-ended. That, in my opinion, is dishonest. Some people, some wholesalers will say they won't. So my appraisal clause says, not verbatim, but it basically says we're going to do for example, 5-year balloon with a 3-year appraisal clause. As long as the property gets 30% of equity at the time of appraisal, then we're good to go. If not, then we extend it out for another year, up to 3 years. What will happen is a lot of wholesalers will leave that up to X amount of years out. And see, I put it in there because nobody wants to wait for their money. Nobody wants to wait 5 years, 10 years, 8 years for their money. They want to get it as soon as they can. Well, if without the up to X amount of years at the end, then technically, if the property never appraises for what it needs to appraise for, then the sellers never get that lump sum balloon payment. And I personally think that's dishonest. So make sure it always says up to and then put a number of years there, because that's telling escrow, the seller, the buyer that, yeah, you can do this up until a certain amount of years. And then once that final year hits, it doesn't matter what the appraisal says, you need to pay them.
Right. Okay.
Oh, it's fair.
Awesome. And then, so my last property here, this one, just a realtor texted me today. It looked pretty solid and said they're willing to accept the seller finance. It's all flipped. So I'll just tell you the numbers here.
Well, what's your issue first?
I just don't think like it's really renting for that much. So I was kind of curious if, it would make sense to put a lower monthly payment and then maybe put a 5,000 assignment instead of a 10, just for like the investor's sake. Cause I don't really know. It's kind of outside San Antonio, so it's a little farther. And that's why I'm kind of concerned, because it's not in prime location. It's just probably 10, 15 minutes out. And it doesn't have the address doesn't say San Antonio. It's a different town. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, but your concern is about the rent. Are you from Texas?
No, but I just saw the price on Deal Sniper.
How much does it say it'll rent for?
16.
Okay. What size is it?
It's just square footage.
No. Yeah. Give me the bedroom, bathroom square footage.
Yeah. 3.2, $12.99.
Man, what are you talking about? That's right on the money.
Okay.
Yeah. That's cool. Right on the money. Now, as far as getting the sellers a monthly payment that's lower, yeah, obviously the lower the payment, the better. Just make sure you're also doing right by the seller.
And I just thought it was really important just because it was kind of farther out. It's not it's outside the highway around the city, the outer belt.
Yeah, but still,
that's why I was kind of concerned.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, that square footage, that 1,600 in Texas. Yeah, that's 100% reasonable. I thought you were gonna say $3,500 or something. I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a bit of an issue.
Gotcha. Okay. And then for 185 purchase price, you think potentially, I think a 5-year is obviously ideal here, but you think I can just go down to 3?
You could, I would dig in at 5, but okay, if it means getting or losing the deal, then yeah, you can go down to 3. Because you're only financing what, 160?
I'm financing 175 with a 15 down payment.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
All right. Sounds good. All right, cool. Well, I really appreciate it. I'll shoot these offers out right after this call. And I definitely need to ask for the receipts on that second property in Ohio, the what is it called? The basement leak.
And then find out the situation with that.
And then the first house, I need to get the picture of the kitchen and the bathroom I wrote down too.
Yeah, and don't say just the kitchen and the bathroom. Just say, hey, I need pictures of the rest of the house.
Okay.
That because otherwise they may just send you a picture of the kitchen and the bathroom, and there's a basement, another room, whatever. Just the rest of the house.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate it, Sean. I will send these over for that right now.
Cool deal. Keep me posted.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. See ya.